From the dramatic walk-off home run by Adam Jones to clinch the first World Baseball Classic championship for Team USA to the perfect 8-0 record of the Dominican Republic in 2013, there have been some truly iconic moments in World Baseball Classic history. Let's check them out. Adam Jones made the catch of a lifetime in the 2017 World Baseball Classic. It was a winner-take-all second-round game between Team USA and the Dominican Republic. And with the U.S. clinging to a 4-2 lead in the seventh inning, all eyes were on Manny Machado as he hit a ball deep off of Tyler Clippard. But Jones, the former O's center fielder and a leader in Team USA's clubhouse, had something to say about it. He leaped up into the air and stuck his glove out just in time to snatch Machado's home run away from the outfield wall at the last second. An incredible feat of athleticism. As he came back down to earth and skipped into the infield, Machado acknowledged Jones's catch with a raised helmet. The U.S. would go on to win 6-3 and secure its first ever WBC championship, all thanks to Adam Jones's incredible display of skill and determination. It's a moment that will forever be remembered by American baseball fans. And it's yet another example of why the World Baseball Classic is such a great tournament.
Fans cooperating by letting him get up there and get it. Wow.
The Dominican Republic was perfect in the 2013 World Baseball Classic. They went 8-0, beating Puerto Rico 3 times, the U.S., Italy, Venezuela, Spain, and the Netherlands. In total, they scored 36 runs and conceded just 14, a complete domination of the rest of the world. It was an incredible performance by a team that included some of the greatest Puerto Rican baseball players of all time. They were simply too good for anyone else, and their perfect record is a testament to that. If anyone was going to challenge the Dominicans in 2013, they were going to have to be at the top of their game. But unfortunately, nobody could rise to the challenge. The Dominican Republic's perfect record in 2013 is something that will be remembered by baseball fans for generations to come. A true testament to the country's skill and determination at the highest level of competition. It was an amazing run, and it will always remain one of the most iconic moments in World Baseball Classic history. But there was another iconic DR moment in the World Baseball Classic as well, when Nelson Cruz stepped up to the plate for the Dominican Republic in their first-round matchup against Team USA in 2017. He was looking to make a statement. With his team trailing 5-3 and Andrew Miller on the mound, Cruz hit an 0-2 slider out of Marlins Park to give the Dominicans a 1-run lead in the 8th inning. The home run was an instant classic, a moment that will forever live on in World Baseball Classic history. Cruz was mobbed by his teammates at the plate before the game even ended. It was pure excitement and joy as the Dominicans knew they were one step closer to victory. And sure enough, the Dominicans went on to win 6-5 in what was easily the best game of the tournament. It was a thrilling victory, and Cruz's homer was a big reason why. His blast will always be remembered as one of the most exciting moments in World Baseball Classic history.
Let's see what this pitch was. Slider, down and in. Nelly Cruz keeps it fair.
And next, what started as a simple bunt single by Chris Robinson in the top of the 9th quickly turned into one of the most heated moments in World Baseball Classic history. With Canada leading 9-3, Robinson's bunt sparked some controversy among the Mexican team. After all, a run differential can matter in the WBC standings. Pitcher Arnold Leon took matters into his own hands and threw 2 pitches inside to the next batter, Rene Tassoni. That led to a warning being issued to both teams. But Leon wasn't done yet. On the 3rd pitch, he hit Tassoni with a fastball, which led to both benches clearing. Punches were thrown, and several players were ejected as tensions boiled over between the two teams. While it might not be one of the most iconic moments in World Baseball Classic history, it's certainly memorable and a sign of how passionate these players are about representing their countries. Mexico-Canada will always be remembered for that epic fight. In 2017, the United States finally found their glory at the World Baseball Classic. For years, they'd been struggling to get past the semifinal round, but in 2017, they were determined to take home the championship. The Americans used a veteran-heavy lineup, and it paid off in spades. Marcus Stroman was particularly impressive, throwing 6 scoreless innings in the championship game against Puerto Rico. He finished with a 2.35 ERA in 15 1/3 innings across 3 starts, and was simply too much for his opponents to handle. Brandon Crawford and Eric Hosmer were also outstanding, They both finished with 10 hits and a .385 batting average throughout the tournament, leading the way for their team. In the end, the Americans avenged their earlier loss to Puerto Rico by defeating them 8-0 in the tournament's championship game, cementing their place as WBC champions. It was a historic moment and one that U.S. baseball fans won't soon forget. In 2006, Daisuke Matsuzaka was simply unhittable at the World Baseball Classic. He went 3-0 with a 3.86 ERA over 13 innings and helped lead Japan to their first ever WBC championship. His performance shot up his MLB stock, and he quickly became one of the most sought-after pitchers in baseball. He repeated that success in 2009, and Matsuzaka would again help Japan to a championship. This time he was even better, earning the tournament's MVP award with a 3-0 record and a 2.45 ERA over 14 2/3 innings. Japan went on to defeat South Korea 5-3 in the championship game, and Matsuzaka became the first player ever to win both a World Series and WBC championship. It was a truly remarkable performance for Matsuzaka and one that will be remembered in Japan for years to come. Not only did he prove himself as an elite pitcher on the world stage, but his 2 championships solidified Japan's status as one of the tops in baseball. But that year's WBC had an even bigger Japanese star. In 2009, the legendary Ichiro Suzuki was tasked with bringing home the World Baseball Classic Championship for Japan after a thrilling game against South Korea at Dodger Stadium in front of 54,846 fans. It all came down to Ichiro and his ability to get a hit with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. With 2 strikes against him, Ichiro slashed a single to center field that brought home both runners and gave Japan a 5-3 lead. It was an amazing moment for the Japanese team and fans alike. Ichiro had become the hero of the game, and his name will go down in history as the man who helped deliver Japan's first WBC championship. With Yu Darvish getting 3 outs in the bottom of the ninth, Ichiro's single became the difference in the game that sealed Japan's victory, a moment no Japanese fan will ever forget. But I want to end things off with another game from 2017, when the WBC was treated to an amazing display of athleticism and skill courtesy of Javier Baez and Yadier Molina. During a game against Venezuela, Nelson Cruz attempted to steal second base with Molina behind the plate. However, this proved to be a massive mistake as Molina fired off a perfect throw that was caught by Baez. As he slapped on the tag, Baez didn't even bother to look at Cruz since he was too busy pointing and gesturing at Molina in acknowledgement of this incredible throw, a move that surely threw off Cruz's timing. It was a testament to the skill of both Baez and Molina and their status as 2 of the best Dominican baseball players of all time. This moment was just further proof that when it comes to defense, these 2 are truly in a league of their own. And those were the top moments in the WBC.